Hello, Kendall from Reddit Whiskey with a recap of our war for this weekend, and this is a great war for us. It seems like every single week we get a little bit better. Won this war 69 to 53, obviously, with the telling stat being 16 3 stars to one. We had the ability to get the 3 star, they didn't, and we honestly probably could have put this 20 plus. We had three or four at least attacks in a 98, 99%, including one of my own. But this is a great war. We'll kind of go through some of the 3 star attacks. I'm gonna kind of start at the top with the Town Hall 10s, and in fact, the very first 3 star we had this war was NYC, kind of kicking off the party. A great Town Hall 10 3 star with I guess we'll call it a HoGoWiWiPe attack, but basically starts with a few hogs to get the clan castle pull. From there, he's got his kill squad kind of in the clan castle, drops that down. From there, they're kind of doing their thing. One thing I'd go ahead and say, NYC, you probably want to drop your Archer Queen a little earlier to help out because you lose quite a few of these kill squads. And I always like having just a couple extra barbarians that you can kind of funnel in with that just to help, with part of the initial there, so there's some more things to kill. But for there, he drops his golem. That works great. I guess the other comment I'd make, a few extra wall breakers, but his funnel was exactly what you want to do. I see a lot of times when people are using the Wizards Crate funnel, they kill the center buildings, and you're not worried about those because your P.E.K.K.A.s can take those out. You want to use your Wizards kind of on the side to flank to make sure that your P.E.K.K.A.s go center. So, he's got pretty much everything moving towards the center. This one, P.E.K.K.A. strays on him, but that's okay to have, one on the outside to kind of help with cleanup. Gets that first freeze down where they're kind of breaking through that wall with a rage. That starts sending everything through. He had two more witches he dropped to kind of bring in to kind of help deal with the center. Everything's in here right now. Beautiful back end freeze. That really helps, allows all these troops to kind of deal with the hero and some of the things like that. And then that back end jump is just money to get all of those troops that are kind of hanging out in the core right now to make sure they can get out of the core so they can continue moving forward. And then this is what won in the war. These 6 hogs, they take out 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. They get 5 of these defenses, including this Tesla, taken out without even needing a spell, without using a heal or anything else. They get all 5 of those defenses. So, 6 hogs for 5 defenses is an absolute win. And, this Tesla up here, this golem would have banged on this wall forever, and I'm not sure if it would have gotten the Tesla down in time, and you'd have had to break through some walls with your heroes and other troops that might not have been able to get the 3 star. So, absolutely beautiful attack. We'll speed this up here a little bit as they start just breaking through walls to kind of get that last wizard tower down. So, great attack, NYC. Keep it up, bud. Getting better every week. And we'll kind of move on to there. And actually, just almost immediately after NYC attacks BBD, he got another 3 star in a Town Hall 10 using a HoGoWiPe attack. And these were all first-time attacks right at the beginning of the war. So he drops his giant to get the pull, and a Tesla pops, so had to drop another giant, and then really smartly drops a barb in there, just as a little bit of extra defense or attack power to kind of power that giant in, so it can get the clan castle pulled in. And I know BBD's kind of counting right now there how many troops are in there. Sees the 2 balloons. Plus the witch, and starts from there, and then drops a couple troops. The one thing I'd say is, hey, use this full space. You can drop that first barbarian and that archer almost all the way back in the corner. That wizard also way back in the corner, even farther back, I think, than you dropped the clan castle. But got that in. Everything's working well. Throws his archer queen down as backup, as you want to always do. A little wizard on the side, and then once the clan castle troops get a little bit more under control, drops a golem in this compartment, and a golem in this compartment was absolutely perfect. Going to be doing a lot of tanking. Couple wizards behind that to kind of clean up. That's going to be great because you're going to basically be able to get those compartments taken out with just a few troops, that golem tanking and those wizards, and then is able to send his P.E.K.K.A. and all his heroes right in here so he can get all of those to the core. And I know there was some discussion in Clan Castle whether or not that jump would have made it all the way over, and I think it would have been tight. I think that was probably the right move to do, but he gets everything in the core, gets that first freeze down. Probably didn't end up needing that one, probably could have saved it towards the back end, but neither here nor there. Everything's in here. Gets that rage in, which is beautiful. Just missed the Archer Queen slightly, but everything else, you've got, I think, 2 P.E.K.K.As in there. along with the Barbarian King that's under rage. It's going to kind of melt through there. Finally, the Archer Queen steps in there. You've had a couple P.E.K.K.A.s that have wandered around the outside. They're doing a bunch of cleanup. This Golem's been tanking forever for you. And then, really what's going to win this raid is bringing these 12 hogs. And those 12 hogs go in and end up cleaning up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defenses, using 12 hogs and 1 heal. And they just kind of go around this outside and take out all of these defenses while the P.E.K.K.A.s, even your Archer Queen a little bit tanking here, and the Golems are kind of taking care of that. These hogs go through and just tear up all of these defenses. Even gets dicey in the end here as you hit a bomb right here. So these are all at really, really low health, but have enough DPS to take out that cannon, and then you got them from cleanup, which is what's most important because they're so good at cleanup. But absolutely fantastic attack by BBD. Great way to start the war when you've got 2 Town Hall 10s picking up 3 stars. So from there, we're going to actually move down to number 25. This was a cleanup attack by Vel. This was getting closer to the end of the war, but this is a really great attack. We had a few people have some trouble at this base. I'm sorry, not this base, but, didn't get it the first time. But Vel tried to send in some balloons to kind of break this up. You can see we've got double giant bombs here and double giant bombs here he knew about. He tried to thread the needle with the balloons, couldn't quite get there. And these air defenses are just a little too close to get those in. But, good try here. But then he drags all the clan castle troops up, and really what he does when he goes to deploy his hog is what made this such a great attack and got him the 3 stars. So, kind of normal clan castle stuff. This is great because he kind of separate his witches, so you've got skeletons coming in from different directions, which works great. Has his Archer Queen down. That works perfect. Gets everything kind of in control as Golem goes down next. I probably would have picked the Golem on the other side. I'm not sure why you picked this side, simply because the Archer Queen's over there. But get your wall breakers in, and then the one other thing you want to do, if you're going to drop the Golem, make sure you also break your trash ring. You didn't get that done, so your Barbarian Queen kind of went on a walkabout. But next, oops, sorry about that. Next, he's going to get here. As he gets in, gets the Archer Queen. These hogs here, before he starts his main deployment, are absolutely perfect. They get these 2 Archer towers taken out, which means you've removed these double giant bomb threats, and even gets one of the bombs popped on this side. And, that's perfect, because now there's no way these are going to path over to get to these defenses over here. So, gets his hogs down. First hogs really well. Vel ends up only using 3 of his 4 heals. You don't get extra loot for saving a heal, so I'd have moved a little quicker with that. That heal was good. Probably could have put one down in these Teslas. I mean, you had plenty of hogs, and you got most of your kill squad still up. So in the end, you only needed 3 heals, but you hate to run into a bunch of spring traps or something like that, and it gets a little more dicey at the end. So I'd go ahead and err on the side of caution and throw those heals down sooner rather than later. But plenty of troops left for the cleanup. He's got these witches out here, and their skellies doing work, and a bunch of hogs. So we'll fast forward here. Kind of gets those giant bombs pathed, but luckily most of his hogs weren't on top of that. So worked out really, really well, and it's a great attack by Vel. He's been working hard on HoLo and hog attacks, and it gets better every week. So we'll move on from there, and we'll get to the last, and this is one of the final attacks of the war, and just a beautiful attack on number 22 by Murph. And this was a base that we had quite a lot of trouble with, and the big reason being there's a Tesla here with giant bombs flanking it, and that was kind of tough for everybody. So starts with a few hogs just to try to get the clan castle pull. Realizes he didn't get the full thing because he knew what was in there with this being a cleanup, so sends more in, gets the balloon, sees the witches out, so he's got it now. Pulls 1 barbarian, does a good job, uses his entire side to kind of start bringing everything over, but he knows he actually wants to do his kill squad down here, so he starts kind of dragging them down. One of the things he does too, he uses these balloons towards the end to take out these mortars. I probably would have actually tried to figure out if you could have got the balloons in to take out these mortars to start with. That'd have been a little bit to help protect. But, to ensure that his kill squad would survive, instead of just bringing 2 witches, he actually has 3, which is going to give him, additional troops to help with both the kill squad and also help protect him from all these point defenses. So, tries to break the trash ring over here. Probably you needed that over there. It was still in range of the cannon, but realizes he can drop a P.E.K.K.A. here to kind of tank for him. Even if that one kind of goes out the side, he only really needs 1 that's going to go into the core. So he gets that one. It's kind of moving in. He knows they're going to be on their way in there shortly, and then they're going to be, taking out the heroes. That Archer Queen jumps over for him, tries to send these balloons in, but aren't quite quick enough. It maybe gets this. Nope, doesn't. Not quite quick enough to get a drop there, but they break in, pop all of those bombs, and he can send his hogs in from the top. And you could have done this two different ways. This one works really well. They're going to go from the top to the center and then kind of into the core, and then they'll break out to the sides. The other way you could have done it is started at the sides, so they move towards the center, and then they would have all moved to the top. Either one would have worked fine. I probably would have done to the side just to help protect these your kill squad troops, your P.E.K.K.A.s and your golems up there a little bit better. But this worked out. Got in the 3-star. We'll kind of speed up here. Heals were great, exactly where you wanted them to be. Get these final defenses, and then you've got your hogs for cleanup. Still has his Archer Queen up. Got a couple wizards on the side to help with cleanup. So yeah, beautiful attack by Murph. It was a good one. So a great war for Reddit Whiskey. Again, being a once-a-week clan, we don't get as often to practice as some of these people who do it weekly. But it's finally. I mean, we're light years ahead of where we were even just a month or 2 months ago. So hope you all like this video. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them below, and we will check y'all next week. Have a great day.